Okay, so glossy versus matte monitors. Here's some two differences. This is the Monoprice 27-inch 1440p. It's like the 0G monitor. This is the Asus VS24A HP or something like that, and has a pretty strong anti-glare coating on there. And you can see the difference between the two. The Monoprice one looks a lot like the Apple display. It uses a LG IPS panel, and we'll get in there and I'll show you what they look like on. And here's the Asus with it on, and the light's still in the background, but you can't hardly see any of it. Again, I'll show it with you off, and again with it on. Okay, and here's the Monoprice monitor with it on, and you can see the reflections in the back, although it's definitely not as bad as one might think, seeing how it's a really bright window right behind me. And the two monitors are actually just visually kind of calibrated to match each other. Professional photographer actually have a real Spyder, but I wouldn't do that for these monitors. And the Asus, it's a 16:10 monitor, and it actually ends up being about the same size as the image on the 27-inch, because the 27-inch is a 16:19, or excuse me, a 16:9 monitor. So in the end, the 27-inch monitor is only about a half-inch larger image. You can see they're really about the same size. And again, here's the Monoprice off, and here it is on. So they actually both work really well, and the reflections aren't that. So one of the differences is in the black levels. The black level on the Monoprice monitor is definitely, they're darker than this one. So here, when we move, this is what the glare looks like, the window in the background when we move on the anti-glare monitor. It's kind of like a hazy cloud that gets in the way and just destroys the blacks. So now we're looking at the Monoprice monitor, and when you move, you can see the reflections, and if you get, there you go, you can see it's a smaller localized area, but it's much more prominent as to what shows up in the monitor. So hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. And there you go.